He's at the house. The text tells us that, and inside he sees a potter. Now, if you could imagine for me that there's a wheel here, and he's working, and there is this little bundle of clay. This clay, look at it. It's something, right? It's something. Tell your neighbor, it's something. It's something. He says, I saw a work on the wheel. It's something, which means then that it is something. It's not yet what it's supposed to be. I don't even know what it is. It's a process. It's going through a process, and I need you to tell your neighbor that when you obey God, that begins the process. I need you to see what's happening here, because in the process you see something peculiar. You see something. You see something on the wheel that's being handled by someone else that is controlling it. And even as they are controlling it, there's something on the wheel. And what I want to tell you is, see, people look at your life in certain seasons and they see you on the wheel, and all they know is that it's something. See, you can't judge me based on what you think is about to happen, because you don't know my process. And to somebody else, I'm nothing, but to the one that's working on me, I'm something. You know what? You look at somebody, boy, you something else. That simply means I don't know what you are yet, but I believe you're getting worked on. I believe something's happening to you. In the process, Jeremiah is watching. He's watching as the potter is working it out on the wheel. And I need you to see something. It's something. It's something. You don't even know what it is. You just see my hands working. You just see something. You just see a process. But watch this. Not only in the process, though, there must be patience. Somebody say patience. Because if I'm going through a process and I'm something, that means I ain't yet what I'm going to be. And so while somebody's making me from something into what I'm supposed to be, it's going to take patience. See, some of us get on the wheel and we don't have the patience to understand, as I told you a few weeks ago, that we're all under construction and God is working on me. See, some people have the patience for a microwave blessing, and that's why you only get microwave popcorn. But some of us have the patience for a crock pot blessing. When you just want snacks, you use a microwave. But when you want something that's going to stick to your ribs, it takes a little while. And in fact, sometimes you got to put it on the stove while you're working on something else. Be willing to go be gone all day long. Come back and trust that the process. See, y'all don't cook. See, that's what's wrong with y'all. You can leave early in the morning. I got to go work 10 hours a day. But by the time I get home, it's going to be right. Because I got patience. And see, some of us can only work on one thing at a time. Sometimes you got to position yourself to do something else. Begin a process somewhere else. And say, wait a minute, I'm just going to work over here. And when I get back over there, it's going to be what I need it to be because I got patience. Yes, sir. Tell your neighbor, please be patient with me. God is not through with me yet. Now watch this though. There is an issue though, because if I need patience, there is another issue that I have to deal with. Perhaps you may recognize this. It's pain.
Yes.
It's pressure.
Wow.
Because if you're going to mess with my shape, you got a mash on you. If I'm going to not be what I was when you started, you got to touch me. You got to move some stuff. God, why you mushing me right there? Don't worry about it. It's just part of the process. God, this hurt me real bad right now. You don't even understand the pain I'm going through right now. Yeah, but you don't know what I'm making out of you. The process. Do you see? And some of you on the wheel right now, and see, in the midst of your patience, you're being challenged because there's some painful things that are going on right now. God's trying to make you into a better mother, but in the process, the kids ain't really acting right. It's painful. It's painful. It's painful. You're doing all that you can. You're looking to be a business owner, but right now you're getting passed through on the job. It's painful. I tell you what, they telling you got to go back to school after 20 years. My God, that's painful. I forgot how to add. What is 2 plus 2? I don't even know anymore. It's process. It's painful, and he's working on me, and I got to have patience in the midst of this while he's doing this. But watch this. The text says something that really messed me up, because right here, you're looking at it right now. You say, oh, I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. And then all of a sudden, the text says something that messes all of us up. It says that the vessel was marred in the hands of the potter.
Yeah, marred. Yeah.
So he was working on me. I had patience. I submitted to the process. I obeyed. I was getting there. I was almost ready. I was at the edge of my blessing. I was almost there. This was my year. I was finna get married this year. I got my credit together. I got myself together. I lost weight. I got my teeth fixed. I got my breath together. I'm almost there. All I need. And then right when I think I found my Boaz, he started showing himself, and all of a sudden, all that I had worked on just went back, and I was in his hands, and what I had thought was working out, now all of a sudden it's ruined in the hands of the potter. The thing I need to tell you right there is that while you were sitting there with patience, while you were enduring pain, submitting to this process, there was one thing that Jeremiah, who's sitting there looking, he's looking like, oh, I think I know what it is. Oh, I think I might want to take that home. I think I could use that. All of a sudden the potter takes it and mushes it back together and starts over again. You've ever gone through a season where you thought she was almost right there, and then all of a sudden you have to start all over. And here is the problem with starting all over again, because you interact now with your submission to the process. There is another theological construct that you must become familiar with. It is called the sovereignty of God.
Come on.
Sovereign.
Come on. Yes, God.
Solely reign and rule. I am in charge by myself. I don't take committee announcements. I don't run into anybody else. I don't ask for opinions as to what I do. I do what I want to do. Because while Jeremiah may have submitted to the process, Jeremiah may have had patience, and Jeremiah was aware of the pain, Jeremiah did not have the potter's perspective.
Help us.
People are looking and they see what's going on, and from the outside you look good, but only the potter knows when there's something in you that ain't right. This is why when people start judging you, you don't even have the right perspective to judge me, because you don't even know what's working on with me. You don't even know what's wrong. If I told you what was really wrong with me, it would really mess you up, and you can't even handle church right now. You don't have the perspective of God. You think you know what's going on with me because you see me on the wheel, but you have no clue. You thought by now you have your own church. You thought by now you have a bigger house. You thought by now you have it all going on, but you don't even know. God said, I got to start. It was wrong. But here is the great thing. Even though Jeremiah didn't have his perspective, there is one thing that has not changed in this entire scenario, and it's my position.
Right.
I'm in his hands. Would you tell somebody I'm in his hands? I'm not going to bother you much longer. I'm going to get up out of your way, because listen, watch this. There was one thing, one tool that I forgot to tell y'all that Miss Jones would use every now and then when you had to start over. A little water bottle. Because whenever you really want to work on the clay, you know, every now and again, there we go. That's the thing about doing these things live, you know, something could happen. Every now and then, when you get ready to work a new work, in order for me to have a do-over, because I've been working on it for a while, it's kind of tired.
Come on. Yeah.
It dries out a little bit after you have it out in the air. Y'all ain't ready for this. In order for me to work on it again, it needs the benefit of a little water. And I don't know about anybody else in here, but when God gets ready to work on me again, the only way I'm going to be really more fit for his purpose, I need some water. See, some of y'all ain't really spiritual enough to catch what I talk. Because the Bible says, out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. And whenever you begin to talk about water, you can only talk about worship. And I'm in his hands, and I'm sitting here on the wheel. He's been working on me. I had to start all over again. And the only thing that was going to make me ready for his purpose is if I got a little bit of water on me. And every now and then you got to come into the house of God, and in the midst of your process, in the midst of your ruin, and allow yourself to be squirted with a little bit of water. God, I'm going through a dry season, and you're working on me, and it's hurting a little bit more than normal. That's probably a sign that you're a little bit dry. But tell your neighbor, I think I'm about to get some water. I'm almost out of here. I got 2 minutes. Neighbor, I've been in a season of being dry, but I'm so glad that even though I was dry, I'm still in his hands. I need you to touch somebody and say, neighbor, I'm still in his hands.